Blogger Roundup. It's myOrganized.life live, last day of the weekday of June 29th, 1918.
19, what? No. Last day of the
full week. See,
work
I'm
week
almost getting into vacation
You're
mode.
in vacation mode. You've already checked out.
It's Friday.
Friday afternoon. You are checked out.
I know.
I'm surprised you're even standing here.
Well, in
surprised
exactly
you didn't
3
creak open
hours
that
from
door.
now, actually 2 hours and 58 minutes from now, I am going to be opening the door and gone for 9 days. Love it.
Wow. Good.
I know.
Good for you.
So that's
All right.
why, I should be a trained professional at this, but I do say welcome to myOrganized.life live. I'm John Hunt.
And I'm Leanne Thompson.
And this is the show where we give you organizing tips, advice, and general, on Fridays,
knowledge.
Knowledge, because
we have some funny ones today,
We
too.
take weeks of digging through. No, I say you do.
No.
You were gone like most of the week, so you dug through most of these yesterday, I think, right?
Today,
Oh,
actually.
today?
Yep,
Oh,
this
wow.
morning I was
Okay.
digging through there right when I came into
Good.
work.
Well,
Found some good ones.
It's a good thing other people are not checking out like I am.
That's right.
Because
I'm here.
You're here. No, I'm thinking about the bloggers. 'Cause
Oh,
you know
right,
how it
yeah,
is.
I know. Summer comes and
looking
people
for
are
blogs. Oh yeah, our last post was May 12th.
of 2012.
Yeah, some of them
Yes.
are like that too. So we try to give you the most up-to-date blogs that are been
Out
done in
there?
the last like 7 days at least, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
So we do this every Friday here on Facebook Live, 2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern,
Noon Pacific.
with Lisa Montanaro having lunch.
Yes. Although
On
we're
her
not
patio
featuring
with
her
a glass
today.
of wine
Yeah.
and her kale salad.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Lisa. Shout out to you.
And we should just say another shout out. Last day is tomorrow
Oh.
for the Facebook sale. Or not the Facebook sale.
Well, the
myOrganized-
FB
Hot 25
yeah.
at myOrganized.life.
That's right. 30. I was going to say 30% off.
Oh my goodness.
25% off, but it does end on the 30th, which is
Right.
tomorrow.
Yes.
So run over there right now and put the stuff in the cart.
Yeah,
Put in the
buy
coupon
your
code
stuff.
FBHot25.
Quit putting it off.
Yes.
Okay.
All
Should
right.
we get to the blogs?
We should get to the blogs.
We are starting off today with our friend, Julie Bestry.
Okay.
Hi, Julie. We're featuring your
Yes.
blog today.
The paper doll.
The Paper Doll. That's her
Yeah.
blog name.
Okay, here's the slide.
So she talks about organizing a thank you note.
Okay.
When is the last time you wrote a thank you note? Do you
well,
write them? Does your family write them?
We do. Well, I should say we do.
Okay.
My wife does, and I usually just sign.
Okay. Do your kids write them?
They do.
You make your kids write them. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay. So she's talking about how the art of thank you notes are.
yes.
It's a kind of a dying thing, and
Well, and what do you think about this? I don't know.
I
Maybe,
love getting thank you notes.
Well, what do you think about a thank you note that's an email?
No.
No.
N-O,
Right.
no.
What would the
No.
paper doll have
That's
to say
like
about
a Facebook
this?
party invite. I do not like
Yes,
those.
I know. People have
People-
lost that old-fashioned touch the paper.
Yes,
and
don't get me started because I could go on
Okay.
for a long time.
No.
But we're just going to talk about organizing a thank you note. It's pretty
Okay.
interesting.
All right.
So,
JulieBestry.com is her website,
Right.
by the way. Okay.
so start with gratitude, of course. That's what a
course.
thank you note is.
Yes.
So, thank you. Start with a thank you. Thank you for blah. And then she says, warm, meet fuzzy. So make it kind of warm and fuzzy. Mention details. So if you like the gift, say, that's a perfect thing for my living room
Right.
table. Or she goes, even if you don't like it, say something like, oh, I've never seen something with such intricate detail.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting? This time of year, we had all those graduation parties.
Exactly.
And you know how I remember, like when I graduated, it was like, dear name, thank you for the
Blank.
blank.
Love, John.
Yeah, or it will really be helpful in my future.
Yes,
Yeah. So
exactly.
she's saying give it a little bit more
Give
fuzzy.
it a little more fuzzy,
Yes,
warm.
okay, I understand.
Get some detail in
Good
it.
point, Julie.
And then allude to the future. So this book is on the top of my reading list. And
Okay.
then if they have given you advice on some stuff, maybe put that back into it.
Okay.
Even if you're not going to do it, you'll remember that you're not going to do it by
That's
putting
true.
that in the thank you
Yes.
card. And then end with gratitude again. Repeating yourself
Yeah.
is a good thing.
Tell them what you tell them, and then tell them what you told them.
Yes.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Very good.
Yeah. And so then that goes into keeping your stationery organized, having stamps handy.
yes.
She likes to buy thank you cards. She said don't tell anybody, but we're going to tell the world right now because she put it on her blog, so it's public knowledge, right?
Yeah.
She buys thank you cards in bulk at the dollar store.
Nice.
And she always has them on hand.
Yeah. You know what? This is not a thank you note, but one thing my wife was telling me, she buys like birthday cards for a whole year, and she's got this special folder that has every month in it.
Yep.
We probably have a folder like that has the month.
We
or
probably
one
do.
of those small little handy
Expanding,
files.
yep.
Yeah. And so, like, she goes to the card store one time and then buys cards for like a whole year.
That's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
It's really a good idea.
And we spent $300 on cards. Have you seen how expensive cards are these days?
Yes, I have.
That was like a Mother's Day card, you know.
It's like $8.
$8.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's ridiculous.
I know.
Come on.
I was behind,
Come on, Hallmark.
I was at the dollar store not too long ago getting some party decorations.
Yeah.
And a guy, probably about your age, ahead of me, had a stack of birthday cards, or cards like this.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I wonder if they're any good at the dollar store. Do they have typos or are they just normal?
Typos, yeah. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, Christy could try the dollar store for the
think she
cards,
should,
maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
And so pick one spot where all your addresses are going to live. Make sure they're current. Don't rely on a envelope from 3 Christmases ago with their return address because they could have moved.
Yeah. How about another pet peeve?
Okay.
Getting a thank you note with like a label. You know, someone like a mailing label
on the inside.
No, on the outside. Instead of handwriting,
Oh.
you've just kind of like the Christmas card
Yeah, I
you mass
suppose.
produce.
Yeah, I know. If
Okay.
you're mass producing them from a wedding or something, maybe, but
Maybe. I don't know.
onesie twosies,
Okay.
whatever. That doesn't bother me as much. Let's see. We already talked about the stationery. Stamps. Maybe have stamps on hand. If a post office isn't near you, you can order stamps from Amazon or the post office. Shocking, right?
Shocking.
Shocking that you can actually get stamps from a post office.
Yes, as long as they're open.
Anyway, that is kind of her post on
We'll put
thank
that
you notes,
slide up
and I
again.
think that was a very good post.
Yeah.
Something different.
Excellent.
We don't really talk about that much.
JulieBestry.com. Best Results Organizing has her blog, and what was the title?
Well, the title is, it's kind of a long title. Gratitude, Mr. Rogers, and How to Organize a Thank You Note. Because she mentions gratitude and Mr. Rogers in
Isn't
this
there like
post.
a new Mr. Rogers movie out or something? I think there is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not sure. Anyway, do you think we should send Julie a thank you note for letting us...
That would be a great idea.
I will. I'll do
Because
that.
the other thing that would do is then she like posts it all over social media.
Of course she
Do you
would.
think we have one somewhere?
I know exactly where they are.
You do? Okay, great.
I will go and get a
Awesome.
special Smeed thank you note and put it in the mail today
Nice.
for Julie.
Julie, shout out. Okay, let's
All
put
right.
the next slide
Next.
here. Is our good friend Shana Turner, theshanamethod.com. And I absolutely love this blog post. You got to get over to theshanamethod.com and read this.
This is full of information,
If
isn't
you
it?
relate to somebody like me, which is, I'm just going to read you the first sentence. We've all been there. Something needs to get done, but we aren't sure if we have enough time to do it before we need to be somewhere else.
Oh,
So that's cutting it closer. Can you see where this is going?
yes.
I do this all the time. I think, oh, you know what?
I have 5 minutes.
I have
Let
5
me just
minutes.
do
Let me
this
just
quick.
do one quick thing, and then you forgot that. Oh, then
I'm
what have
supposed
to
to
do?
leave.
Then you lose your keys. Oh, it's like, oh,
Yep.
you burn up all your margins. So anyway, this is kind of a lengthy checklist here, so I'm not going to go through all of it, but I do want to hit a couple of the highlights because I just think this is great. So number one, when faced with an on-spot decision about whether or not to begin a task that could result in a time crunch, here are a few questions to ask yourself.
Oh, okay.
Is this urgent? Does it absolutely have to get done right now or not? Because if it's urgent, you probably want to risk the time crunch and get it done.
So in your case, like going online and reading that one article,
Is not
it's
urgent.
not urgent.
Yes. So that goes along with the next one. Is this necessary?
No.
While picking up a latte might seem nice, actually that seems great about right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't have yours. Where
Yes.
is your coffee cup?
It's worth the frenzy. It could add is it worth the frenzy? It
Is
could
it?
add to the rest of the day. Someone told me about that. Maybe it was her in her podcast one where I think we may have even talked about this concept of you're thinking to yourself, okay, I've got a half an hour before my next meeting.
You really don't.
You really don't have a half an hour because you have
Travel
walking time,
time,
travel.
all
What
that
if there's
stuff.
But let's just stop off and use that half hour at the coffee shop and get us.
Nope. You're going to regret it, and then it's going to snowball.
Yep. Let's see. I'm going to do just a couple of these because
Okay.
she's got a bunch of them. Am I tempted to procrastinate this task if I don't do it right now?
Oh.
If the answer is yes, plug this task into your schedule as an appointment at a later time.
Okay.
So put it on your calendar, and if necessary, ask someone to hold you accountable. So she's not saying do it right now, but don't procrastinate either. Take the right now is put it on your calendar so you are going to deal with it later.
Got it.
So, and I'll just end with this one. Can I plan better next time? Planning can't solve all our time management challenges, but it can minimize them. Have a plan for the day and referring to it throughout the day is an effective way to stay nimble. So, I mean, how many times are you like that where you kind of have your plan?
Yes.
But then you don't really want to follow the plan. You want to kind of be, and then you end up saying, oh, I think I have 5 or 10 or whatever minutes, and then you go off your plan, and then you wreck your plan because you went off your plan.
Are these plans just like
your daily,
Your
even
daily.
your little schedule or your to-do list.
I don't really like changing plans.
Yeah.
Drew gets mad at me when things have to change, and I
Oh,
throw a fit
yeah.
about it, and he'll say, heaven forbid a plan changes, because he's Mr.
Oh yeah. Well,
Whatever.
he's like my daughter Caroline, who you have to if you're going to change the plan, you have to give her like a day's notice.
Oh no,
or
that's
2
like
days
me.
notice.
I don't like changing. He could.
Oh, he's
He
flexible,
doesn't even
yeah.
care.
Yeah, Caroline's like she is. Oh my gosh.
I don't like changing plans.
You have to we have to have a meeting and say, okay, now before you react to this, we have 2 days before this is happening, but we're changing the plan. We're not going to eat at this restaurant. We're going to eat at this restaurant. Okay, gives her time to process.
Okay.
Are you like that?
Well, for that kind of stuff, no, but bigger plans, I do not like.
I remember.
changing.
I'm gonna go tell another story.
Okay, let's do
I was
it.
in Hawaii with a friend of mine. This is before I was even married, and we were going out to a restaurant, and there's 3 or 4 guys. So okay, we decided we're gonna go out and have pizza.
Okay.
And so we're all fine. We're walking down, and then one guy says, I'd rather do this, and we're all okay. That's fine. And then the one friend of mine is just like silent. He's unhappy.
Yeah. Okay.
And what happens is we can't figure out why is he so mad. And it turns out after we talked to him, he was so looking for pizza, and that when we changed the restaurant, it just.
Wow.
And he's a psychologist, so that maybe explains it right there.
Got it.
All right, well, let's put up the slide again.
Shana.
Shana Method, theshanamethod.com, cutting it close. You've got to, now if you have an extra 5 minutes, go read it. But if not, put it on your calendar to go read that.
Right, yeah, good
Okay.
idea.
Here we go.
Okay,
Our final
third
one is.
You have no idea what this is about.
I don't.
And I love this.
Okay.
So, on these podcasts.
Does that mean it's going to kind of take a shot at me?
No,
Okay,
not at all.
right.
We always talk about saving time, how to
Yep.
manage your time better, the art of saying no to things.
yep.
Well, our friend Helene Segura,
Yep.
the inefficiency assassin, is that her?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, this is from HeleneSegura.com.
That's her blog, yeah.
So, save time. The top 8 ways to not get invited to parties.
Ooh, that's interesting.
It's kind of a
It's kind of
comical.
a tongue-in-cheek,
Yeah,
okay.
she said, she starts off that one of her friends was always giving her a hard time about RSVPing when she's preparing for a party. You want to have an RSVP.
wanna know
you want
how
to know
many people.
how many chairs do you need, how many
Right.
pounds of hamburger to make, etc. So this guy friend of hers was always ripping on her, like if they show up, they show up, not a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, then the tables turned, and he was hosting a party, and he was kind of getting frantic, and he then admitted to her, "I see what you mean."
Yeah, okay.
So they had this gathering. They had a couple drinks, and they started making this list on how to just don't worry about going to a party because you're not going to get invited if you do these 8 things.
Fun.
So
That'd be a great way to kind of close off the month.
I think so.
Yeah. All right.
The top 8 ways to save time by not getting invited to parties. So don't RSVP until the last minute.
Oh.
You want to be mysterious and keep your host guessing on whether you're going to be there or not.
You know that totally relates to the family gatherings.
Yeah.
We invite, let's say 15 people.
Yeah.
We have 15 place settings, and then literally we are watching them. They never RSVP, so we never know who's going to show up. And then we're like watching out the window. We say, "Oh, there's only 3 of them," so we quickly grab one of the place settings off the table and reset the table because we see that.
Do you really? Oh
yeah.
my gosh! Wow.
I know.
Okay. 2, call the host or hostess in the 2 hours leading up to the party.
Oh.
So call them just to chit chat because they're scrambling to get ready for the
Yeah.
party, and if you keep them on the phone, they're going to be really irritated
Yes.
that you're wasting their
your
time.
Former friend.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. Show up an hour early. So show up an hour early. Don't offer to help and expect to be entertained.
and expect the appetizers too.
And if you want to
have
really
anything?
annoy them, show up 2 hours early and just sit there and talk while they're trying to get ready. Yep.
Ooh.
Walk in empty-handed. So if it's a graduation or a birthday, don't show up with a gift.
Yeah.
If it's just a gathering, don't show up with any wine or food or anything.
Oh,
and
boy.
if it's a potluck, definitely don't show up with food.
Don't bring anything.
No, because that's
you
less work that you have to do. Let's see. Blast your own playlist on your phone to drown out the host's music.
Oh no.
So yeah, the host,
This is how to not win friends and not
This is how to
influence
not
people.
get invited back. So you
Okay.
won't have to worry about saying no,
Right.
and you'll have your own time for stuff. Yeah, so overplay their music with your own music. And overshare all of your problems.
Yeah.
So talk to these
all
complete
about me.
strangers about your woes and just
Oh my goodness.
annoy people and make people really uncomfortable. Let's see, wander around the house without being invited to do so.
Yes.
So go in the closets, go in the bedrooms with the doors shut. Really, really make yourself comfortable. And then the last one is overstay your welcome. So if the party ends at 4, be sure to stay till at least 5, 6, or 7.
Yes.
And don't help clean up at all. Just
Yeah.
stay there and sit and talk. And then after everything's put away, ask for more food and just go in the refrigerator.
Would you mind if I take those leftovers home with
yes.
me? Oh my goodness.
So that's Helene's
I'm surprised she
twist
didn't have on there like, do an Amway presentation in the middle of a party. Folks, let me just tell you about this, or something.
Yeah. So that's pretty
Oh
funny.
my goodness.
Top
Okay.
8 ways not to get
We'll
invited.
put this light up again.
so you can save some time.
HeleneSegura.com. All right, save time. This is going to be a way to save time, kind of tongue-in-cheek.
Right.
Great way to kind of end our show. But maybe we need to actually play one more time,
Sure.
because this is the last day that
Yep.
I'm going to be able to have the sunglasses on
Right.
and do all that stuff.
Yep.
So let's watch that right now. It's the summer sale at myOrganized.life with 25% off office products like file folders, hanging folders, accordion files, and presentation products. You can get it at myOrganized.life. That's myOrganized.life. 25% off all products. It's our summer sale at myOrganized.life. Okay.
All right, one more day left.
FB Hot 25. You got one day.
It ends tomorrow,
Tomorrow
Saturday
at midnight.
Midnight, okay.
Yeah, and so.
Are you going to be up at midnight turning off the code?
No, the code goes off automatically.
I know.
On its own.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
in
there's
this
always
day and
somebody
age.
who tries it at the last minute, I guess. But
Okay.
anyway, 25% off. It's our best deal of the year. I think we'll do this next year too.
I think so too.
It's been real fun. A lot of people responding to it. So
Good.
But July's coming up. It's going to be hot. But guess what? Next week we won't be here.
Nope. The
Actually,
studio,
you'll be here,
I'll
but
be
the
here. I
studio's
won't
going to be dark.
The studio will be dark all week.
Mandatory vacation for me.
Right, and I will be probably doing some deep cleaning and
Yes.
organizing
Working
of my
on
own.
the video for the table, maybe.
Yep.
You know, we
Yep.
got to get this table video done.
I know we do.
You know,
We're coming up on
Stop
our...
procrastinating.
I know. Yes,
Otherwise, you're not going to be invited to a party anymore.
That's true.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't tie in the third article. But if you get it done, I'll send you a thank you note.
Okay, good.
There we go. We've
There
tied
we
them
go.
all together. I think we've pretty much worn out our welcome
I
today,
think
haven't
so,
we?
yes.
It is Friday. It is the end of June. I am totally looking forward to vacation, but looking forward to getting back here on Monday, July 9th.
Yep, we'll be back.
For another
2
episode.
o'clock Central.
3 Eastern, noon Pacific on myOrganized.life live.